it's not a 1-to-1 because God knows the Knicks never went through a stretch like this.
Right.
But there is a lot of similarities in my opinions between like the 2024 versions of both of those teams that were like the underachieving team that was like never out of a game, that went further than you thought, that like everybody fell in love with and had this like great playoff run. And then this year's teams coming in with big expectations, the Knicks with Bridges and Towns, and they had just won that playoff series. You know, the Mets get Soto. They were just in the NLCS. And like underachieving, but also like to the point where part of you almost like kind of hates them as a fan. Like you're like, this is not fun. They're in a playoff position, but like, it's just like there's something that's missing with it, and it does feel very similar.
Like the 24 version of both of these teams, our seasons will never forget, despite it not being like their most successful season. The Mets have been to the NLCS before. I maintain they were a better baseball team in 2022. That team won 101 games, and by my goodness, did they have a better pitching staff. And no one cares about the 2022 Mets because that was a team that lost a division race down to the wire to the Braves and then played 3 playoff games and bounced. And last year, I have some of my favorite moments ever as a Mets fan. And it's very similar to the Knicks in that, like, from the moment they traded for Anunoby and then the injury started to hit, the next 3-4 months just became a team that fought and worked hard. And I'll never forget Bill Simmons on his show and evaluating the Knicks being like, they're not more talented, but they try harder. And that's how the Knicks win. They try harder. And that just gave the city and the fan base a thing to latch onto. And this past Knicks season, for the majority of it, there were games they were outworked. They didn't always try harder. And the way they won was that they have so much talent that this will accidentally win 51 games. And I've thought that for parts of this Mets season. Like, they'll accidentally win 80-something games. Now, to the point that I think we're leaning on right now, you can accidentally win those games if Lindor and Nimmo and Alonso and Soto and Senga and Minaya all perform just to their averages, let alone to their above averages. And that's not what we've seen lately.